Okay, I'm loading back into DCS now. We've got the stream back live. Hello, world. Welcome back.
Hola, world. Oh. Здравствуйте, мир.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте, девушки. Как дела? Я хочу сорняк, пожалуйста.
There's an echo coming from you, and I need to change a setting back.
Oh, Dios mío, no es bueno.
Okay, I think we're back to where we were before everything went down, so we can try this again.
Excellent. So now when you jump in the plane, it should have the data card loaded by default the way I want it. If so, just check it and you should be good. And then when you're ready to start, we'll get started. Just remember when you start getting locked up and shots start coming at you, what are you going to do?
Hold on. I am going to, 1, drop elevation, 2, turn it to the 90 degrees at the same time as doing that, and pull chaff and flare at the same time.
No need for flare. These are going to be radar-guided missiles.
Only if it's infrared on flare.
Yep, correct. Instead of saying turn 90, just the nomenclature, just the shorthand is putting them on the 3-9 line. Right, so you're just going to put them on the 3-9, and you're gonna take down, the altitude. Find it visually, and at that moment, assess. Can you successfully notch it? And you're going to notch it through the combination of how we talked. You're just going to keep riding that beam. This is going to not be an active missile, so I am the host radar. You have to notch me, not a missile. So you're going to notch me, and as you're notching me every few moments, you're going to pop 5 of them chaff. Pop, 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 pop. Watch, see if the missile turns off. If not, pop, 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 pop. And you're just going to sparingly use that chaff as you work the notch. Now, if you don't want to waste the chaff, and you have more than enough reaction time, which this will come more as like you get shot at enough times, you'll be able to quickly understand, oh, I can turn off. If you can just turn off and run away, sometimes that's more preferable than even wasting the countermeasures. Turn to the 3-9, start working the problem, and assess. If you want to turn and get out of there, just turn and get out of there. There ain't no harm with no foul. If the missiles do get in close and you feel like you're not going to notch it, it's an SA-8. You can pull high alpha up over the top of it. Now, you are carrying bombs and rockets, so you're going to be locked in Category 3. So it's going to limit your G pool. But once you see that first smoke trail come off of me, that should be it. You should visually know where I'm at and just be able to kind of work the problem and decide, do you want to come in with bombs and CCIP, or do you want to just use rockets?
Copy. And no, it's still set to DTCID default and doing the same thing I did a while ago.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Always troubleshooting issues. Always something.
I can fix it real quick by making a dynamic spawn at a nearby airfield, but you just have to take off from the runway every time.
Okay. It's what it is.
Folks, give us 45 seconds. All right, I got my BRB screen up. Give me 1 second here to leave server.
Oh no, we're crashing. The dudes. And thank you, Pika. Thanks for welcoming me back. Could have said something about the game screen. Cough.
I'm going to make Creech your starting location so you can just come up north.
Copy. Yeah, Pika, I saw that in chat about the same time that I said something verbally, so that one was a draw.
This also means you'll have to load your weapons onto the aircraft before you take off.
Copy. You know, while we're waiting here, hanging out, everyone, waiting on Rat to reload this, since, you know, the first stream went so well and lasted so long, let me just kind of redo some things. Hey, I'm Opie Chops. Thanks for stopping in tonight, everyone. We're doing ground evasion, and
so you're gonna be
we'll try it again later.
Creech, load up the aircraft with
Click the
some
like and
R82s
subscribe.
and some rockets, or just just Mark 82s if you don't want to do that, or just rockets. But I don't want you to use Mavericks and stuff yet. I just want to get you to kind of get in close and hunt me down, and kind of just stick it to me kind of thing.
That's what she said.
Giggity. When you load in and you grab the dynamic slide, you're gonna, like you always do, you're gonna pick the Viper, and then you're going to click Hot Start, and then over there in that same area, there's gonna be something that says Load DTC or DTC menu. Let me look in 2D here, and I'll go to blue, and I'll tell you.
Yep. I'm loading into the server now.
Yeah, you'll at the bottom of the loadout there'll be Open DTC.
I'm there, and then click load.
No. The little icon that shows the arrow pointing into the circle.
Chops DTC.
Yep. And then from there, let me load mine and see. Okay, yeah, if you go over to CMDS, the tab right below mission planning where it says that, you got nav points, geo lines, threat points, desk points, CMDS.
Mm-hmm.
Should say man 1 is already at 5 chaff at 0.2 of a second apart.
Copy, yes.
Okay, so you're loaded. Now, when you get in the aircraft, even though you have the right data card, you still gotta load it. So after you do all those little things where you're turning on your RWR and those last little housekeeping things, pull up that DTE page, and you're gonna see Chops right there on the center of the screen, and you're just gonna reach up to the top at the center. It's just gonna be a load button. Load will just load everything on the data card. You'll see it go around, and you'll see each box light up for a moment and then go out, and then it'll move to the next one. When that goes all the way around the clock, it's loaded and ready to go.
Copy. What am I rolling with on weaponry again? Sorry, I was definitely fidgeting with other things when you were going through that.
Mark 82s and rockets. You can mix them up, or you can just bring one over the other. This also gets you a little more practice in using some of them weapons you haven't used in a while. Now this SAM carries 6 missiles unless I get a reload. I did place some random trucks around the area, not only to help spoof you, but to give me the opportunity to drive and get a reload. But generally, if you see 6 shots, I'm out, and I'm going to be out for a decent amount of time. So that's your window for sure if you haven't got in yet. And don't use any lantern or anything. I want to try to get you using your Mark 1s and just trying to find me out there. You're going to get shot at most likely before you see me, and that's the whole point. Like, to visually find that shot and then start working the problem. So I said there's no shame in turning around and running and then come back in on the next run and trying to find me a second time. Like, if you lose sight, turn out. No shame.
Best intro ever, I know, right? We'll do it later. Oh, starting out at Creech, where the fuck do I go? It's so weird.
Oh, sorry, I was on the wrong mic button. Hang a left there onto the black and go past your first intersection and you'll come right to the end of the runway.
Yeah, I was looking at the map to figure that out real quick.
I was literally telling it to you, but on the mic that's the push button that's set for the stream over anything.
Fair.
Like, I have this mic button that they can still hear, and then I have one where I can talk to them without spamming you.
Likewise. Well, I'm open mic to stream, and then I have to push talk to you.
I'm push to talk for everything. I can't stand open mic. Between Strello watching reruns of SVU louder than not, right? Because I'm right in front of the TV. Y'all would be hearing fucking Marissa Hardigay out here fucking chasing down pedophiles and shit.
You know, it might be comical.
Mariska. Isn't it Mariska Hardigay? Well, now she's watching the Hitler channel. She's correcting me, and it's not a fighting point. She's correcting me about that it's History Channel. I said, no, it's the Hitler Channel. And I told her how for like the late 90s, that's all it was all Hitler all the time, before they had started having aliens and stuff.
You're not wrong.
Right? That's literally what the History Channel was. It was like
it was Hitler and Rome.
Right? Here's an episode of Pawn Stars and 18 hours of Hitler. I mean, I love the History Channel. It's a great channel, but no lie, they overdid the Hitler there in the late 90s, early 2000s. I remember the SA-8 has a max altitude. I believe it's around like 13,000, 14,000. I might be off by a little bit, but...
We're wheels up.
Yeah, I was watching you for just a moment. Now I'm back to my world. Your engine got too loud for my stream.
Altitude. Altitude. Altitude.
Now, while I do say that an SA-8 has a max altitude of like 13 to 15,000, I obviously want you to come in lower because I want you to get shot at. So anything below 12 and above 6, your discretion.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
To your north, about 010 or so. Zero 18 for 41.
$13,000 was that altitude max.
13 to 15, that's what I was saying, because I want you to get shot at. Put yourself anywhere between 6 and 12, your discretion.
Copy. He might be down there.
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude. Pull up.
Nice.
Take that, sir.
I was working to acquire that lock. I had 2 seconds left on it.
All right.
Yeah, good shoot. Alright, I'm going to shift R the server, so it's just going to reload. Hopefully it won't kick you out. It should be real fast. We'll go real quick.
Copy. Straight back to the coalition screen, yep.
I'm going to stick with the SA8 again, just to make sure you're feeling okay with that before I step it up to something else.
Copy.
Did it feel pretty comfortable, like, evading that time since you got an idea of what you're doing now?
Yes and no. Yes, because I had an idea of what I was doing now. No, because that was my first time doing it, and I feel like it wasn't because I knew what I was doing. I feel like I just kind of accidentally did it. So let's repeat that and make me feel confident about it, and then I will say yes, confidently.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I noticed the first shot you buried right into the ground, so that was super smart. I could tell when you were popping chaff, not every time, but there were times where you put out a chaff burst and I would lose my lock. So it was definitely doing its job. Or it could have just been you flying a perfect notch. Either way, the locks would get dropped.
Never even thought about using my chaffer flare that entire time, honestly, so it was me flying the notch.
Okay, yeah, don't forget your chaff. Not the flare, though. You're not getting shot at by heaters.
Yeah, but I did not do that, and I didn't think about it because I was trying to get visual, and it just never crossed my thought process. But noted for this go around. I want to watch that in TAC review because if I notch them just right, I just kind of want to see the evasion. I know one of them got damn close.
Yeah, I think the closest was the one where you started a notch, then you turned away, and then you turned back in, or maybe you went vertical. I can't remember.
Nice shot. I seen that from both points of view. Hell yeah.
Now with them Mark 82s, the best way to use them when you're doing something like this is put them in CCIP, which is just like the rockets. You put the little itty bitty pipper on the target, and then you hit your pickle button. What you will do with them is you'll stay low, you'll take a couple shots at you, you'll figure out where I'm at, and then you'll kind of offset maybe 30, 40 degrees, or to the left or to the right. Get in semi-close, within a mile or two, you'll pop up. I will take a shot at you, but this is where you got to be confident in the fact that you can pull around the shot because it's an SA8, and you can pop up, come around, and then put that pipper on me and just drop the bombs. Now you don't have to do that right away. You'll get a feel for pulling over these lower tech missiles. Now I'm not saying you can pull over an SA-19 or a fucking something like that, but an SA-8, you got more than enough oomph to pull around that missile.
You already have Elite Dangerous.
Correct.
And Star Citizen as well?
Yep, but I don't have either of them installed, so it's really about which one do we want to commit to, because I think Elite Dangerous is a lot smaller in size.
Okay. I'll go watch some videos and see which one I'm leaning towards. I didn't know about Star Citizen until today, so...
The one thing in Star Citizen that, the guy in the video wasn't wrong is the fact that you gotta eat and drink, and it's just like sometimes that little bit of micromanaging kind of sucks.
That's not present in Elite Dangerous?
Not that I'm aware of, unless they, for whatever reason, implemented it. Both have multi-crew ships, but less emphasis in Elite Dangerous to be a multi-crew ship versus over Star Citizen. So, I mean, pros and cons, and as that video was 3 years old, a lot of things could have been redeemed or changed since that posting.
Copy. I forgot to set some things up before I took off, so I'm doing that now.
Copy. You remember to load the data card before you got in the plane?
Fuck no, I didn't. I can roll without it though, and just basically try to practice like I just did last time, and make sure to do that next time. Yeah. All right, here we go. Round 2.
That was lucky. That was a close one.
Altitude.
You got me.
Oh yeah, I see you flaming there.
I tried to use the mountain as a backdrop to avoid that, and it didn't work. I watched it come directly at me.
I see you still living though.
Yeah. The question is for how much longer? Is tonight your early night? You got payroll in the morning, or What are we looking at tonight?
So tonight, I got to work tomorrow, but then Tuesday, tomorrow night, is not a payroll night.
Okay, so
So
early.
tomorrow night's the long, long night.
Copy. I should probably eject, but like, I'm missing a wing completely.
Oh yeah, you are. I can see it from down here. It won't let me lock you, even though you are showing up as a radar blip. It's that weird thing where when you quote unquote die in DCS, as far as the sim's concerned, nothing can target you anymore.
Bingo. Bingo.
Oh wait, it is going to try to let me acquire you. Maybe.
Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, you do have a lock on me, don't you? Or did?
Caution.
Currently.
Caution.
Fire's out. I don't know if that means you're out of fuel or.
I am now.
Bingo.
Yeah, because all the fire just went out.
Warning. 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 Caution. Caution. Altitude.
There.
Have to be lower, like 50 feet off the ground. What up, Motley? Thanks for stopping in, man. And thanks for the advice. Specifically, what were you referring to? I'm just now seeing that, so I've probably been up in the sky quite a bit since you said that. Nope, redoing this so I can load DTC.
That's what was going on. I had my lock and my push to talk double bound, so every time I tried to lock you, it would unlock you. And that's why you got me the first time for sure. Because like there was opportunities where I could have got shots off, and when I keyed up to talk to you or to the Discord people, and the lock would drop, I'd be like, ah, son of a bitch.
Hope it went to boom. I sure did. Sure did. But I fought it for a while. I fought it for a long while. Back at it. Hold up. Hey, bud, to avoid a SAM, getting as low as possible will drive the middle into the ground. The middle of the missile, right? Like, not me. Because I feel like I visually saw that on one of the missiles that I dodged, because I dodged really low. What if you're already low to the ground? Or is that gonna... Like, and you've got no more room to drop? And sorry, some of the questions I asked may sound stupid. I truly am trying to learn. I've been at this for a little over a year now. Just picking up everything from flying to basic military knowledge. All of it's been above my head, and it's just been like 2 or 3 hours every Monday and Tuesday night for the last year. So if I add something stupid, I'm sorry. And again, thanks for stopping in, Motley. I do appreciate you being here. Drive it into the ground. We'll do better this time. Taking off. Be out there shortly.
Yeah, no worries.
Altitude. Altitude.
I also, Motley, didn't have chaff and flares set up on that last one. So that definitely, I couldn't even attempt to dodge it that way. Don't need that, where we're going with it. Nothing is stupid, we were all new ones. No problem, thanks for sharing your view. Absolutely, man. Welcome to Nevada. All right. Round 3. Currently tied 1-1. Alright. We are approaching danger zone. Got the missiles loaded up, ready to rock and roll. I'll try to purposely switch it up on him and go to the other side immediately. Now you're out there somewhere. One thing I'm noticing is that the diamond placement, it is not tracking with where I feel like you are on my RWR.
Well, I mean, it's not a one. There's always a few degrees of error, especially if you're like tilted or rolling or something like that.
Okay.
Yes, come closer, my precious. My precious, you are approaching maximum range. You are in range.
Go for it. Think you got what it takes?
Altitude. 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 Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
That's horse. That's horse shit.
Altitude. 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 Altitude.
I still have 4 rockets, but I'm not sure why they're not firing off. Did you turn guns off as well? Or
No guns. No, your guns should work just fine. You just got to hit the gun button.
I had the modifier on. Fuck. Okay.
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Losing my headphones. This is not fair. There he is.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude.
There you got us. I was trying to get a reload in before you could get me there.
Wow.
I'm going to shift R and come up a level. Or actually, I'm not going to shift R. I need to back out and go into the editor and change this Sam. So I'm going to back out real quick.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude.
Oh, buddy.
Touch the ground there.
Meh. I had plenty of clearance.
Yeah, I don't know. Alright, we'll back out real quick.
Yeah. Who won? Open chops. Get him, Ope. I got him. I got him.
Alright, we'll come up to an SA-15.
Copy. One thing I will say is that my chaff flare still wasn't working. Oh no, I did it wrong. I definitely was trying to hit that, and I did not hear the chaff flare. Chaff flare.
Okay, when you get in there the next time, make sure your countermeasures are set to man. So you got like your program 1, 2, 3, 4, and then
Yeah, I don't think I did that.
Just make sure it's on man. I thought it would be by default, but maybe not. All right.
Yes, sir. I got him. I got him good.
Server's back up.
How about them apples? That's what I'm looking for. Ah, I gotta do it again. How do I put it on man? For the
Right where you interact with your countermeasures there, that whole panel, you should see to the farthest right knob it says man, semi, auto.
on the ECM panel with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see a knob on the ECM panel.
On the countermeasures panel where you pick your program, and it shows you how many chaff and flare you have left down there.
You mean on the MFD screen?
No. Right down by your left knee, below the gear handle.
Copy. Okay. I'm on board with you now. No, I definitely have not been doing that.
Yeah, so put that on man, and then make sure you're in program 1, because program 1's for CMS forward, and then program 6 is just program 6. It's hard coded. And then also make sure you load the data card. Even though you loaded
That I
it,
did do.
Okay, yeah, so even though you loaded it at the selection screen, you still gotta load it into the jet.
I think we might be good. We'll see. Right below the gear lever. I appreciate you, Mole. Thank you. We eventually found it. He was saying countermeasures. I was like, ECM, electronic countermeasures, or countermeasure something. Yeah, we're good. Countermeasure CMDS. It's probably where I'm getting confused. So many flipping acronyms. The use of the acronyms makes sense, though. So, Muttley, you obviously know quite a bit about, well, the F-16. You knew where that was. You fly anything else? DCS, actual pilot?
And a slightly higher altitude cap, I think 18,000 feet. But it does have a longer range, so the shots could come at you sooner.
Copy. But that also means that I have longer to notice and or avoid.
Correct.
So, from the other night that when we were hanging out to this very night, I feel like that I have gained 3 degrees in AI technology. Just FYI. From not knowing shit about it to rendering videos on my own hardware. All because of an LLM. I have fallen in love with the use of LLMs. You need to know something technical? Go straight to an LLM. And we're off.
Yeah, that's doing what I wanted to do. I just didn't leave the radar on long enough for it to extend all the way.
Oh, hell yeah, Motley.
Altitude.
Yeah, absolutely. Channel's currently going through a rebranding process. I love, obviously, aviation and flying and learning how to do this. I've always had a fascination for space. And so as part of that rebranding, I definitely want to try out one of those 2 games, if not both. Sounds like we might be leaning towards Elite Dangerous to start. But yeah. Definitely going to be some big changes coming up to the channel here over the next couple months. One of the main focuses being the music videos that I'm going to be putting out every 2 weeks. Building up an overarching world/saga. That's where the AI stuff comes in. Learning how to do some filmmaking. Seven different modules. Righteous. I own probably like 15 different modules. I know how to fly 3 of them.
Did you do a chaff flare check?
Chaff flare.
We're live. We're good.
Nice.
I know how to fly the A-10 Warthog, the F-16, the F-18 Hornet. We dabbled in the F-5, so I could probably get that up and going, and I can get the Hind in the air. Elite is a lot easier, but Star is more based around team play. However, you can play solo. Righteous. With Elite being easier and it being my first foray, might be the first step. Plus, it has VR compatibility, whereas I'm being told that Star Citizen does not. Is that a confirmation on that part of it? I really want to come out here with a harm and just whack him from like 50 miles away. I think he's down there. That's my guess. He's down in that airfield. Or he's down there. He's in the airfield. At least that's right on my 9 or on my 3, and my 3 is directly at that airfield. Although again, that diamond up there,
altitude, altitude. Altitude, Altitude.
He hasn't locked on me by now. He definitely was either at that airfield or right out here in front of me over this hill.
Pull up.
Yep. He's at that airfield.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude.
You're out here somewhere.
Altitude.
You just sonic moved over the area. Try a little sneaky to come around from the door.
Altitude. Altitude. Cat flare. Cat flare. Altitude. Altitude.
Well, that didn't work. I tried to dive down, but there wasn't much room to dive down there. And I chaffed and flared.
Well, and again, when you're in that close, sometimes you just have to maneuver. Like that one, did you see it coming at you?
Yeah, I did. And the
Did you
moment
get-
that I did, it fucking hit me.
Did you get it off to your 9 line?
Yes. It was already at my 9 line when you shot.
Okay. I probably personally would have just probably pulled away from it and maneuvered left and right, back and forth as you pulled away to help bleed off its energy. You know, like snake out of the area.
Yep, I'm following. So, I'll reload and we'll try again.
Yep, I still got 7 shots in here. I'm just going to relocate.
What? I'm assuming maybe it's already in. I cannot. Alright, let me catch up with chat here real quick. Star Citizen does have great... Star Citizen does have great... Muttley, don't leave me in suspense. What does Star Citizen have? Great what? Great what? Anyway. I'm on loading page before going in the game. You have to turn it on. It's on. Damn autocorrect. Damn autocorrect. Attitude. Attitude. Alright, we're caught up. Moving on. Shut her down probably a quarter after 2:30 for TAC review.
Yeah, that'll work.
Actually. Huh, I've been taken off on the taxiway. Oh well. Or just the really short runway. Oh, fudge. I shouldn't have taken off like that. That was bad. I wasn't on where I should have been. Great. Sorry on phone. Star Citizen does have VR. Oh, okay. Gonna have to correct Dagum about that. Rad, I'm being informed that Star Citizen indeed does have VR.
Nice.
So that may play part of the equation. I will again go do some research and let you guys know by next week what I'm leaning towards. Since both of you guys have... Wait, yeah, Dax has Elite Dangerous too. Didn't he say that?
Yes, he has both, and he said he's the one that got a little too pilled one night, dropped 1,000 on a ship in Starship Citizen. So he's got one of them top-end ships.
That doesn't even begin to register in my brain what that could be, but we're gonna find out. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, if you spend $1,000 for a Star Citizen ship, it's gonna be flashy, I suppose.
You would suppose, but then people buy Fortnite skins for the same price.
Now, if I remember correctly, the one he's talking about is a pretty sweet little ship, and being that you can multi-crew, like you can get the gunner's turrets and all kinds of different stuff.
Like we could roll around on his ship type situation.
Yes, but I also think he said he has his own fleet, so he basically would just like lease us his ships, like put us on the available registry.
Alrighty then. Now, if you wreck ships, are they permanently gone? Is that a thing?
So I know they get stolen, and if I remember correctly, there's insurance claims and stuff like that. I'm not sure though.
Why do I feel like
I'm sure they get destroyed, and then you get them back after you pay like a fee or something like that, like an in-game fee, not an actual fee.
Right. Why do I feel like I'm about to get sucked into another game hardcore, though? Sorry, Pika, our nights of hanging out after work are coming to an end soon. I'm gonna get sucked into the universe. Have to enable it in the menu page before you load the game, just like DCS. That makes perfect sense to me. And yeah, Yodi, I was trying to be sneaky on that last run. I saw you pop up on my radar, and I was like, he's sitting in that fucking airport. I'm going to come down behind this mountain, block the view, and then try to circle back around. So yeah, you called that one right. And then you got me.
It worked. I mean, I kept looking to the southwest for a while, and I kept. You'll see if you when you watch my stream, I'm looking left and I'm looking right at that mountain range, and I'm periodically turning the radar off and on. And it was right one moment I turned it on, and you were on the left side of one of the hangars, and then you went off my radar real quick, and I was like, ooh. So I shut off my radar, repositioned, and then got it ready to take the shot.
That makes sense. I think you repositioning like in between those shots is going to help me identify like how far you can actually move, because when you say you move, like I'm thinking, oh shit, now he's all the way, you know, across the map. It's not feasible, obviously, because you're in a truck. I see. You reposition yourself strategically so that way I can use that again.
Cap flare. Cap flare. Cap flare. Cap flare.
Maybe we'll go back to that SAA.
Altitude.
I definitely pulled down and was going the best I could to a 9-degree. Like, that needs to be reviewed. And I was chaff flaring like a motherfucker. Hilarious, probably. I have it. You can man 25 friends. Okay, hold on. So, my guy Muttley in chat here says the Polaris, probably. I have it. You can man 25 friends. No, you can get them back for in-game fees.
Hold on. Muttley, is this someone you know?
I don't know. Not by that name.
Okay. I wonder if he used to be the DCAG of CBW8, because I know a Muttley and a Tyrant.
Muttley, did you hear that? Or did you used to be the CAG of the CBW8?
But that's in Star Citizen he's talking about?
With VR, yeah. And yes, the Polaris, that is in Star Citizen. He confirms, not him.
Right on. That would have been absolutely hilarious.
It is a small world. I mean, weirder things have definitely happened. My rudder pedals are sliding all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to put some stuff down there to keep those in place. Alright, I'm gonna keep on going this time and take off from the actual runway. The way that we're supposed to.
Speed is heavily enforced in this area.
Hey, the line's out in front of me. Let's get to it. Alright, we'll try again. You're still in the 15, yeah?
Yep. You throw a harm on your plane?
Say again.
Did you throw a harm on your plane?
I did not do that this time. However, I definitely mentioned it like either the last time or the time before that I mentioned doing that. I was like, I want to throw a hard one to hear it hit him from like 50 miles out.
No, but the thing is I can, in most of the radars, I can see that harm. And there's a size difference in the radar return, and I can just turn off the radar and drive off.
That's fair. I will load up like 6 harms. 4 harms.
Oh yeah, you can. It'll give me a chance to practice looking at harms. I know one day I had the AI drop a JDAM on me, and with a Tunguska I was able to target it and shoot it down.
Hell yeah.
I was like, fuck you, bomb. You're convicted of doing 400 in a 55.
Tap flare. Tap flare. Tap flare. Pull up.
Ooh, you live. That's gonna look real good, dude. That you almost buried that in the earth, and then you pulled up, and it continued coming after you. It's kind of scary looking.
Altitude. Tap flare. Tap flare. Altitude. 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 Pull up. Tap flare. Tap flare.
Pulling up.
Bingo. Warning. 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 Warning.
Whatever you said is getting drowned out by game noises. Give me a second.
Altitude. Altitude.
Say that again.
I said climbing was kind of your mistake on that one. If you kind of just would have snaked to the left and then back to the right, you probably would have beat that kinetically. Yeah, I grabbed the lock. You were close. You'll see it on my version of the replay. Like, you were literally like inside the minimum range. I couldn't get a lock, and then you went past me. I fired at your 6.
Gotcha.
you were coming to exactly where I was, and I had already drove maybe an eighth of a mile away. It was up in a little valley nook.
I saw where you were after I got hit. Probably do one more run and then start wrapping her up.
Copy that.
I figure by the time I get out there, we'll be looking around quarter till 2, and then just depending on how long this fight goes on.
You mean quarter after 2?
What did I say?
Quarter till 2.
Yeah, quarter after is what I meant. Flames and planes don't mix. You are correct, Pika. You are 100% correct. Unfortunately, I have a bad habit and knack for it. Alright, one more time for the evening. One more time. One more time. One more time. We're gonna celebrate. Yeah, you're making this difficult.
Altitude. 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 up.
Star Wars Pod Racer, anyone?
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up. Pull up. Altitude. Altitude.
Well, that's not going to do it.
Oh, fuck! Hold on. I'm trying to find my explosion from where you were at. All the way over. Okay. Now that makes absolutely zero sense.
What's that?
The 15 that I had pop up on my RWR was directly at my 12, and I was heading directly at it. You were nowhere near that if I'm currently sitting on you out here in the middle of the open field.
Well, things to keep in mind, the RWR is not a, 100% thing. That's why a notch is never really perfect, you gotta try to find it. But I also turned mine off pretty much the moment you turned and got low, I turned it off. So you were dealing with data that was dealing with errors across, 12 kilometers. So by the time you come up, those little differences work themselves out. You were close. You were within, I'd say a quarter mile of me.
Yeah, it was directly on my 12, and based on what I'm looking at and where I wrecked, it looks like you were sitting at my 9, probably 2 miles away.
Your 9, you crashed basically at your 1, to me, I should have been at your 1 or your 2 o'clock. That's what it looked like, 'cause your debris was shooting right out in front of me.
Okay, then maybe the truck view that it put me on is not you that I'm looking at. I'm looking at a truck.
No, keep hitting F7 till you see the spinny dish of death. know if you're to me yet, but you were on the other side of that hopper auger that's out.
It
in front
keeps
of
cycling between like 3 or 4 trucks. It doesn't go to the spinny dish of death.
because I have it hidden on the map, so you couldn't F10 and see it. That's why.
Yeah. Okay.
Where-
That
where-
explains.
Where you crashed, just to your 1 o'clock, there was a facility, what looked like maybe a processing facility.
Probably on the replay at some point, you could see you from my point of view, and I just didn't see you. I was trying to go underneath those power lines, and I wrecked into the road underneath it.
Yeah, the power lines are about 8 to a quarter mile away from me. I'm on the other side of that facility. I was going to wait for you to pass by me. Just, you'll see it in my view. You were coming from left to right out in front of me. And I was saying to the YouTube stream, I said, he's going to pop out and turn the radar on here in just a second. Then you were like, kabloosh, and your debris just flew right in front of me out there in the distance. I was like, that'll do it.
Yeah. Maneuver kill Yodi. Cough.
Meh.
I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up there.
All right. Say goodbye to my stream peoples.
Likewise. Well, I'll keep the stream going, but I'm going to shut DCS down and catch back up with them and get out of the goggles.
Right on.
Ugh. Oi! Alright. Getting ready for the wrap up here, everyone. Going into the learning portion of things. As accustomed, Yodi and I, Rat and I go into TAC View, go over our flights, see where I can improve. We'll probably spend the next 20-30 minutes going over that before wrapping up stream officially. Of course, thanks for flying on Chop's Air. Thanks for stopping in by Chop Studios. If you guys do enjoy the music, it's all custom made. Feel free to throw a like if you like the flying. If you haven't checked out my music video, Mach Speed Lover, dropped on Friday, go check that out. And if you enjoy all of that, if you consider clicking that subscribe button, be awesome. We're working our way to 1,000. Eventually we'll get there. Big things coming. Lots more music videos coming out too. 2 weeks, got an absolute banger. Anyway, let's get to that TAC View portion of this program and we'll close her out here shortly. Turn the music off for our lesson. No, your internet just kicked. Why'd you make it mad for? Why did it kick? Did it scream too? It's terrible dad joke. I know. Don't shoot me. Absolutely, Motley. And again, we started doing TAC View reviews live on stream as well, so maybe I'm not the only one that learns, or maybe people can teach us. No, it's all about everyone learning, picking things up, becoming part of the crew. All the little shitlins over there on the couch. Oh. Ow. Well, I guess if we're just gonna wait on him, I'll turn the music back on. It's kind of quiet around here. So, I found out I have to be organized in all of this project stuff that I'm doing. One of my main tasks for tomorrow are to create folder filing systems for things called assets. Every picture that I make, I have to save it into a folder, into a particular category. Specifically, so that way, as this IP expands, I can go, oh, look, here's a copy of me from episode 1 that I need to call back to. And I can paste it in episode 9. And I didn't have to regenerate and try to, like, get the right thing. I got a lot of work ahead of me tomorrow. But, as Reckless Spin said, brick by brick, brick by brick. Layer by layer. Again, everyone, just waiting on Rat to finish up on his stream. He's probably rolling a doobie. And then we'll be going into TAC View for tonight's lesson. And then wrapping it up ourselves. While we're waiting, y'all want to peek at what I've been working on? Chop by chop. Shot by chop. Shot by shot. Shot by shot. Shot by... Oh, Rat's got his stream up. Never mind.
Still alive?
Yep, still live, and I've taken off push to talk, so we're good to talk freely.
That was going to be one where we restarted. One where we restarted. Okay, this is going to be more eventful. I am obviously the SA8 Gecko.
Yep. Timeout. I am turning this music off. I meant to do that, and then we were waiting on you, so I turned it back on. Alright, we're good.
Okay, so the one thing Tag View obviously gives you is you can see the threat bubble, so you'll know when you're in range.
Right.
Okay, so the first shot right here. I'm not sure what you were looking at. I can always look at your stream to see. But as soon as you see that coming on the RWR, you should have turned to the left. You want to create the easiest out possible. And you're already almost to a notch at this point. You're You know, if you just look at the angle there. Oh, never mind. Eat my words. I thought that shot was coming off while you were still turning, or before you turned. Okay, so first shot comes out as you're crossing my nose. That's you turn back in. Yeah, right there. That's what's gonna get you killed there. Well, no. Okay, so now you bury it. Now you're good. So let's look at the numbers. 1.25 to 7.7, right? And you are constantly accelerating the missile's at a juice. So right now you can defeat this kinematically. You got a mile. And you do just that, right? It ain't catching you. It's out of here. You're done. So you pull off from that. S8s are real easy. They don't hold speed very well, so just kind of pulling it back to your 7, 8 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock, or 5 or 4 o'clock, and just turning away from it usually is more than enough.
Copy.
But that doesn't mean you can't do the 3-9 line pop up. Like there's many ways. An SA8's kind of easy to defeat though.
What's that floating box?
That is a bullseye on the map. So right now you're basically, what would that be? You're facing 128. So you're basically 310 for a quarter mile from bullseye. Yeah, see that one you buried immediately. Almost buried it into the truck.
That's the one I was like, that was really close.
So you can see that this missile maxes out at 1.65. It's still in burner, but it can't get no faster. Like that's the extent of that missile for the most part. This is what I'm saying though about how you can angle over it. This thing's faster than you, and you're pulling up over it, and you're probably not doing too much effort to do it.
Right.
I mean, you're only loading 6G, 7G. Like you're not even close to blacking out here, and the turn rate. You got 13, and the best that missile's hitting is 12, and it's burning off all of its juice to do it. So you have the ability to just pull, and your turn radius will always be tighter than that missile. So you can just pull up over the top of it.
Copy.
Now I think here is where you get me.
After I think 2 passes. No, that is it.
About that one, that was it.
Sit tight. We're loading up another one.
So on this one, I got you up at 11,000. basically a max range shot for me.
I didn't dive like I should have.
Yeah, not at all. And it looks like you didn't hit the burn. Well, maybe now you did, but you're when you're making these turns, yes, you want to be expeditious in your turn, but you want to try to not bleed a ton of energy because you want to retain that energy for the next part of this. So what I would have done instead of going right or left, remember how I talked about you can do the notch in the vertical, I would have gone straight for the deck. And then once I was
Yes. Live and in color. What up, man?
So then I would have rolled 180, pulled straight down, and then once I'm nose toward the earth, that's when I would have rolled to put the fucking incoming on my 3-9 line, and then assessed from there. Because that way you can pick up that energy going downhill versus bleeding it off in the turn.
Right.
See, it's retaining its energy pretty decent up here.
Miss
in
you
the
too,
spare
D.
air.
Soon, man. I'll be down there to hang out. For 1 day, 2 days, unfortunately, but I'll be there.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah, it was. Thanks for stopping by, D. You seen that music video I put out yet?
What do you do here? Okay. That's acceptable. Buried it. Very good.
I can't wait
Trying
either.
to damn it.
It's gonna be a good
Trying
weekend.
to reload me because I'm like, damn, I've gotten only 3 shots.
That's where it got me. I lost my wing. No? Is that not the one where I stayed alive forever?
You did, but remember how DCS
Yeah.
sees things.
Yep.
Seeing you as dead, but you weren't
Yeah.
officially dead.
Stayed alive for a while.
You know more.
That makes sense. No, but I will
So
after this.
one,
Right on, man. I got
I
another
would've just
another one
turned
coming out
away
next
and
Friday.
Buried it. Turning away would have given you that extra time you needed to probably, even if you had to turn back and come back over that hill. Because we're at real speed here right now, like 1 second for 1 second. So you roll out.
If I'd have just kept pulling to the right.
Forward. So you had about 4 more seconds. I personally, though, let's take a look here. You gotta always take a snapshot of everything that's going on around you. Okay. So terrain-wise, I would have pulled right back into that valley. Right there at your 3 o'clock. That's what I
Right.
would have used into.
I think that's what I was attempting to do, but I just couldn't pull it fast enough, and I was trying to go down behind that hill right there in order to make it bite that hill.
I would have stayed as low as possible while you did that transition, trying to catch this little dipski here at least. the
Yeah.
minute you came back up, it had enough oomph left in it because it's only from the launcher. What was that? 2 miles when it came off. Just 2.5. So it still had quite a bit of dope behind it. It was burning because it was holding it consistent. Yeah, it was burning the whole way. That's one thing about the SA8. It's got a long burning motor, so it can hold its energy across its distance. But I mean, you can roll over the top for the most part. So that's when that got you. And then I think I stayed in the vehicle.
Yeah, I think I got you one more time. I got you twice. And the second time I got you with gunfire. D, I just realized that video next Friday. I'm going to be there next Friday. We're going to watch that premiere live. Well, you guys will be at work. I'm going to force you guys to watch it when you get home from work. Definitely excited about it. I'm not excited about coming down there during the beginning of August. I'll fry my brain after being away for so long. But I'm excited to see everyone. I gotta get into a pool.
Very good burial.
Thank you. Sounds fun.
I couldn't get ammo, and I was just trying to run.
I was just trying to spam the fucking rockets on you. I hit you. Made a little smoke trail. And then I left my modifier on and couldn't get any shots off for like 2 passes. No broken toes. I promise. Not this time. D was present. The bigness was present for that broken toe. He was at that party.
This is going to be a nice one to watch at because this thing's coming in at a mile and a half. Shots off. It's just reaching max speed and it's got 1,500 feet to go. So this engine's burning hard. You're going to pull over the top of it. See what I mean?
Yep. That I do.
And as you
Very
find out,
fun night.
S-15, you can't quite do that with every missile, but SA2s, SA3s, SA8s, you will generally, if you're in a nice 4th-gen aircraft or better, you will generally be able to just outmaneuver the missile all day, every day.
Right.
SA5s, SA15s, SA19s. And I'm only speaking about things with radars. These are things that are going to be a lot harder to maneuver against.
Chat, flare. Chat, flare.
Indeed. Yeah, this is where I realized that I had brake lock tied to one of the talk buttons because I launched and the damn thing fucking dropped, and I was like, "What the hell?" Because that should have chased you down.
I'm not the only one having technical issues.
So that thing didn't make it 20 feet out the launcher, and it was like boom.
It's a dud.
And then here you come, and I'm like, man, now I got nothing. I tried to go over the truck one last time for a reload. I'm like, come on, give me some fucking missiles.
Those were my last 2 rockets that I hit you with, by the way.
You made the truck drive off, so I was like, God damn it, come back, truck.
Not missiles, rockets. Those were the last 2 rockets I hit you with. Gunfire. Yep.
There it was.
And now you decided to step it up to the 15, where I go like 0 for 5. No, I go 0 for 4. I go 0 for 1 with the ground.
That was weird. And now we're seeing some very different speeds here, 2.4 to 2.5 for this missile.
Finally got my chaff flare rocking and rolling, but
Yeah, that's your chaff and that's your flare. You're definitely first the chaff. Okay, so let's talk about the chaff. Dropping them here isn't going to do too much. You want to get yourself in the notch. There would be the first time I'd pop them. And then again.
Right. A couple times between now and Diamond Impact.
Yes, like I always say don't be too frivolous with them because you've only got 60. Or 60. And you're popping them 5 at a time, right? So you got fucking what, 5 bursts, 6 bursts, and then you're tanked, and that's it. So I always say, like, if you're gonna pop the first one, then look at the missile and assess, and then from there you can make the call. Do I need to pop 10 more now? Do I need to dump 15 on this fucking missile, and then or more?
Gotcha.
Give me 1 second, take a drink here.
Mm-hmm.
And by take a drink, I mean the whole bottle. That was
Kaboom. All right, man, I'm out. Much love. See you next week. Keep up the content, my guy. Proud of you. Peace. Catch you on the flip side, bigness. Have a great night, man. Looking forward to coming down. Gonna be a great time. Hi, hi, hi.
3.98. I think I'd be doing a dive and then away. The dive and out. Especially given the fact that your speed right now is less than 3/4 of Mach, I'd want to go straight downhill as fast as possible. Which you do, but you kind of roll into it. I would have definitely gone the other way.
I don't think I had visual or had sense of direction. I was just trying to pull down.
Sometimes the best bet, like you've even heard me say, like, oh, I'm not getting any closer to that SA-19. Like sometimes once it locks you, that's usually like, the dog growls at you. Sometimes you don't want to pet the dog, kind of thing, right? So once you get locked, that may be your cue to turn off, right, and then reassess. That's something to keep in mind too. Because I know that as soon as I had the lock, that shot was out.
Noted. And here you go, moving. Moving. Moving.
Almost fast forward through two of them. Okay, now this one, that thing's already headed to the earth. You can see it. But that's the one, that's the one where I was like, dude, wait till you see that from my point of view. Watch this missile. So the way an SA-15 launches is it shoots it straight up in the air and then it turns and it goes its direction. This thing didn't even smoke the earth, and because you pulled back up, it was like,
No, the 15 has earth recognition, has ground recognition on it.
no, not at all.
Okay.
Like you almost defeated it, and you like reduced your dive rate, and it pulled up, and I was like, oh my god. And then it went right behind the mouth. Like your fucking timing to survive this was incredible. 3,500 feet, you went behind the hill of broke block.
Yeah. I didn't survive this altogether, but I was trying to go up through the clouds and maybe break like visual right there and come in from like a really high angle. But once I got to like 17,000, you had clear fucking lock on me, and I picked you up on the
Well, you
Argent
remember, radar doesn't worry about clouds; they can see right through them.
Yeah, I was just testing the waters, trying to figure it out.
Again, another one that you buried instantly. Like that was smart.
This is where I fucking get tagged from behind, and I did not have any clue you were right there and flew right over the top of you, and here I go. I'm about dead. Right here.
The old shoot, scoot, boogie. So what's funny is when you watch my stream replay, you'll see me. I can see you way out in the distance. I'm even making commentary. I'm like, oh, is that him? And you're so low. And at one point, you blend in with the traffic, and I was like, oh, maybe that's a car. And then you break out from that traffic, and I'm like, nope, nope, that's him coming in low fast.
Cool. That's what I was going for. I was trying to stay as low as possible because you said like anything under 30 feet. Like I was trying to get there.
Well, I didn't even have the radar on. I was waiting for you to pop up. I was going to do be in close. So that's why I kept disappearing on your RWR. I'd just turn the damn thing off and wait for you to come in closer.
Gotcha. Ground. Okay.
I told
So
you.
I literally was coming directly in on you. Okay.
I said you were like a quarter mile away. Your debris flew right up. I'll show you real quick while we're on the stream. That way everyone can see just that clip real quick. And then shameless plug. Everybody come back watch my stream. Maybe give me a sub. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. You heard it. Go check out Yodi 1980 on YouTube. He's definitely the one, if you want to learn anything, he's the one to definitely follow. I'm just the student here. Mario Sensei! Anyway, sorry for the others.
Alright. I put it to my stream, and so you should see that.
Hiding in between two containers. Ain't that dirty.
I see him hugging the dirt out there. Maybe he'll come across here in a second to get himself opened up for a shot, hopefully. I think I'll wait until he goes left of this building here. I don't think it's turned off. Is he coming at me? I think he's coming at me.
I was coming at you.
Left of this building here. I don't think it's turned off. Is he coming at me? I think he's coming at me. Okay, I'm looking at it. No, that's him. You're gonna go right past.
I sure did go right
That's
past.
not gonna do
Go
it.
Hold on. I'm trying to find my explosion from where you were at. All the way over. Okay. Now. Makes sense now. Because it didn't take me to your point of view. It took me to a truck.
That's funny.
Righteous.
Well, that's that. That concludes the tack view. Again, everybody on OP Stream, I hope you all enjoyed it. We'll be back out here tomorrow. I'm sure he's told you, or we'll tell you that again.
Absolutely. On that note, I'm going to switch over to push talk and end the stream.
Sounds good. Right on.
Alright, everyone. It was good flying. We learned a few hard knock lessons tonight. We also took Rat down twice in his SAM 8, so it wasn't a complete loss, and I did bury some SAM missiles, so learning. We'll do it again tomorrow. I'll see you guys 11:30, 12 o'clock, midnight, tomorrow night. Hope he chops out. Y'all be cool. Stay phenomenal. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Catch you on the flip side, Pika. See you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad place. We'll be here for another sortie. Into the sun.